Because I hate wet feet, and so does everybody else. If you do not hate like wet shoes, wet socks, I want to talk to you because you're a very unique individual, as if you're not a unique individual. Hello everybody, welcome to the Titan Studio. My name is Rachel Sanner, and today I'm talking about the 7 things that I cannot go storm chasing without. These are things that will range from the super obvious to the not so super obvious. And I cannot wait to talk about those. But first, subscribe to this channel. This is like one of many videos that we have. We have hundreds of weather videos, raw videos, web series. We have the whole gamut here. So check it out, subscribe, enable notifications, do the thing. Also, if you haven't done so, check out my previous video. I talked about my 5 favorite weather apps on the channel just a bit ago. Check it out. The card's right there. You'll enjoy that one, I think. And then, just so you know, there's more videos coming where that one came from in terms of talking about these apps, talking about how to use these apps, these websites. Trust me, you'll want to be here for that. So yeah, subscribe. That button just came up again because you need to. So I'm not going to delay anymore. Let's get started with my list. 7 things I cannot go storm chasing without. Now, a lot of the things I'm going to talk about in this video, I'm going to be able to hold. But the first thing, and it's the most obvious thing, but it needs to be said, I cannot go storm chasing without a reliable car. My car right now is a 2019 Hyundai Kona. It is all-wheel drive. I love this car so much. It is like the right mixture of good gas mileage, which came in handy this year. It definitely came in handy this year. And it's also like comfortable. It's got all the features I need, and the all-wheel drive is very clutch, right? So I love my Hyundai Kona. You need a reliable car because you need to know, like I need to know, that I can get to the storm and then get back. This car, you know, no car is ever guaranteed to do that, but you want to it's obvious, right? You want to make sure that your car is very reliable, and that's what I do. I make sure that I have a pretty reliable car. It is a little bit more expensive than chasing in a beater for sure, but I think it's worth it. Now, the second thing up is something that me 7 years ago would have scoffed at, and some of you probably will. You need one of these. You need a cell phone. You need data, because data is like such a game changer in this day and age. Like, do not discount this for sure. Data is like the game changer and the great equalizer when it comes to storm chasing. I have seen beginners with the power of a cell phone, with the power of being able to access every piece of data they need, be very successful because of this. So a couple of things that I have incorporated into my practice when it comes to storm chasing. First off is that I don't really look at weather models too much after I leave the house, because like the short-term weather models that are coming out every hour change so much. And it will mess with your head. It'll mess with your forecast. So I just like try not to look at those, stick to obs. The other thing I do not do is I do not check social media. I do not check the feeds when I am out in the field. Why do I do that? A couple of reasons. First off, I don't want to ruin my chase. Like if I'm enjoying my storm, but the storm further south is like on another level, I don't want to stop enjoying my storm. Like that seems very counterproductive to happiness and enjoying this hobby. So I turn my social media feeds off while storm chasing. I will still, like I have a direct link to a new tweet, and I will do that if I need to report something, but I don't check the feeds otherwise. Now, another thing that I absolutely believe is essential to storm chasing is having a camera. I cannot leave home without a camera. Like this is a camera, and I use this a lot while storm chasing actually for in the field reports. Again, I use like direct links to new posts so I don't have to see feeds because I don't want to have my chase ruined. My main camera, the camera I shoot most of the things with, these things right here, well, that camera is the Panasonic G9. I love this camera. It is only, I think it's like $1,000 right now. I think that's like, it's not expensive. This shoots high quality, 10-bit, 422 video. Check it out, like amazing stuff. This shoots incredible quality. I love it. You can get so much quality for so cheap nowadays. When it comes to cameras, I should probably just make a like weather sky photography camera buying guide, but this hit my phone, but this is a micro four thirds sensor. It's not a huge sensor. I don't believe you need a huge sensor to shoot these deep depth of field storm shots. You just don't. So I love it. Definitely a camera. It's like something that I absolutely cannot leave home without. This next item is going to date me. I admit it, it's going to date me. I'm an oldie. I don't know how it's happened, but it has happened. I am an oldie now. It's one of these. It's a paper map. Paper maps are so essential to storm chasing, in my opinion, because I use Google Maps. I download offline maps, but technology has failed me. It's going to fail everybody. Technology is technology. It's just going to happen. You know what doesn't fail? Unless you forget to roll the maps, you're going to have a map. When it comes to paper maps, it's going to be available at all times. I have had to resort to this many times in the past. It also, like, I love it because I get a broader overview of the road network, so I can see a little bit more. Google Maps, it just doesn't, it isn't the same as having this is like effectively a huge screen. Paper maps, I love them. Get a road atlas at least, but the roads of this state, also amazing choices. Now, the next thing up on my list is something that I think everybody should wear anytime they're doing outdoor activity, because like, what happens when you're starting a storm chase? It's 95, it's sunny, it's hot, the sun is beating down on you. You're probably wearing a tank top, probably wearing shorts. A lot of your skin is exposed, so wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important. This is like an essential item to storm chasing. All the things the sun does to your skin, including causing possible deadly diseases, yeah, you want to make sure that you are packing sunscreen at all times, because that's just in life, period. Like, so your storm chase has started out sunny and bright, and you're having to wear sunscreen because it's hot. It's like 95 degrees, 70-degree dew point. You're sweating. It's terrible. You're sticky. Yeah, that's storm chasing. It happens, right? Well, what happens next? The storm forms and it gusts out outflow, and suddenly it's 70 or 69 with a stiff north wind, and you're shivering because you have a tank top and shorts on, right? Well, despite me packing the absolute ugliest hoodie I own, despite that, I pack a hoodie and I pack sweatpants too, because I hate being uncomfortable. And so many times in my chase career, I have absolutely been completely uncomfortable. It's terrible. Like shivering in the middle of May, watching a storm. It's not very pleasant, especially if you're chasing on the high plains. Those temperatures could get down in the 50s. Like, I'm packing hoodies, sweatpants, etc. I don't like being uncomfortable. So that's something I do. I pack layers because the weather changes, and so should your clothes at that point. Just throw on a pair of sweatpants over your shorts and a hoodie over your tank top, and you're ready to go. So pack extra clothes. You know, something else, extra socks. Why? How many times have I stepped across a ditch to get to the fence line to film? That ditch looks dry, but there's actually like 3 inches of water. Now my socks and shoes are soaked. I pack extra socks and shoes for that reason alone. So there you have it. 7 essential items that I take while storm chasing. I think this is the minimum to chase comfortably, to chase in a way that you can just kind of enjoy the storm and know that you have a lot of things covered. I'm going to make a new video eventually on this channel talking about all the things I have in my car that kind of prepares me for all the different scenarios that could happen on the road. I think that's also important. Another thing that we're doing is we're going to be going over all the modeling websites and kind of like going through all the different features and such, strengths, weaknesses, etc. in a future video. So if you have not done so, it is time to subscribe to this channel and enable notifications. We've got so much cool stuff coming. So subscribe, please do it. Thank you. So that's a wrap on today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, weather is indeed for everybody, and we will see you next time.